In this video, I'll be showing you how to start your fitness journey using resistance bands. And the beautiful thing about resistance bands is that you can take them anywhere. So if you're going on vacation or you're at home and you cannot make it to the gym, you can use them. And also if you're a beginner, you can start with resistance bands. It's easier, you're gonna start slow and then progress to weights. So to start this workout, you're gonna start by attaching your resistance band to the door anchor, and then you're gonna attach the door anchor to the door. Then you're gonna make sure you close the door very tight, because if you don't, the door anchor and the resistance band may detach and come slapping you in the back, teaching you the lesson of your life. Our first exercise for this workout is the high to low chest flies. You're gonna take one big step forward and maintain that staggered stance. You're gonna start performing the movement. So what you're gonna do is bend your elbows as you go up and then straighten it as you go down. So when you go up, your bend in the elbow should be about 45 to 60 degrees angle, and when you come down, your hand should be almost straight, coming to the midline. So kind of like at the top, you're scooping your chest out of your frame and squeezing at the bottom. Our previous exercise was targeting the lower chest. Now we're gonna move on to the middle chest. So for the middle chest, you wanna move the door anchor from the top of the door to the middle level of the door. Next, you're gonna hold your resistance bands by the handles and turn away from the door. Then you're gonna take one big step forward and maintain that staggered stance. Then to perform the movement, what you wanna do, you wanna keep your chest up and exposed, and then you're gonna fly straight forward. So as you're coming to the back, your elbow should be bent slightly, and then when you go to the front, your hands should be almost straight. So you're scooping your chest out of your frame, kind of like you're trying to make your biceps meet in the middle. So that's how you do it. So you squeeze your pecs at the top when your hands are close to the midline of your body. Good job on the middle chest flies. Now moving on to our last flies, which are the upper chest flies. So for the upper chest flies, you want to move the door anchor from the middle level of the door to the bottom level of the door. Next, you're gonna hold the resistance bands by the handles and turn away from the door. Then you're gonna take one big step forward and maintain that staggered stance as well. Then you're gonna fly upward this time around. So you're gonna expose your chest and scoop your chest upward. And when you get to the top, you squeeze. So that's how you do it. You're scooping your chest upwards. And what I recommend is don't flare your elbows, because if you flare your elbows, you're gonna target your shoulders. So keep your elbows close to your body and then scoop your chest out of your frame. It helps a lot. Last exercise for the chest is the regular push-ups. So for the regular push-ups, you want to make sure you're maintaining an erect body, which just means you're going to maintain your neutral spine, your core is going to be tight, your butt is not flared in the air, everything should be flat. And also remember to align your hands with your chest, and so you're going to go up and down. So when you go down, you get your stretch, and at the top you squeeze your chest. And for my people who cannot do regular push-ups, you can do kneeling push-ups, where you kneel on your knees and do the push-ups, as you can see me doing in the video. Next, we're gonna move on to the shoulders. Our first exercise for the shoulders is the standing overhead press. So for the standing overhead press, you wanna stand on your resistance band with the shoulder width apart stance. Next, you're gonna pull the handles to your shoulder height, palms facing forward. Remember to keep your core tight and keep a neutral spine. Then you're gonna press the handles over your head. And when you're pressing these handles over your head, make sure they're aligned with your ears, with also tucked elbows. You don't wanna flare your elbows to the back. You're gonna press the handles over your head like you're scooping your shoulders upward. And when you come down, you're gonna get a stretch, so you should align the resistance bands handles with your ears and then go back. Alright. Good job on our first exercise for the shoulders. Now we're gonna move on to our second exercise of the shoulders, which is the lateral raises. So for the lateral raises, you wanna stand on the resistance band with the shoulder width apart stance. Next, you're gonna let your hands hang on your side and keep your chest up. Then you're gonna create a slight bend in your elbows and extend your hands to the side like you're pushing somebody away from you, and then raise your hands up, leading with your elbows until they're just a little bit past your shoulder height. So you're gonna repeat that, and also remember you're nice and controlled. And when you get down to the bottom, don't go until your hands are straight and you have no tension. So keep the tension the whole time. If you lose the tension, go back and adjust. It's that simple. Our third exercise for the shoulders is the front raises. So for the front raises, you're gonna step on the resistance band with the narrow stance. Next, you're gonna make sure your body is upright. So you're gonna stand in an upright position. Then you're gonna raise your hands straight forward. So your hands are gonna be straight and you're gonna raise them up to your eye level, just like that. So you're gonna go up to your eye level and down until your hands are straight again. So that's how you really do your front raises using the resistance bands. Our last exercise for the shoulders is the reverse flies. So for the reverse flies, feel free to take off the handles because sometimes they can slap your hands. Next, make sure your stance is narrow on the resistance band. Then you're gonna hinge at your hips and you're gonna keep a slight bend in your knees. Then you're gonna keep also a slight bend in your elbow. And then you're gonna fly to the back. So when you're flying to the back, you're supposed to squeeze your upper back and your rear delts together. And then on your way down, make sure you don't go all the way until your hands are all the way straight, because then you will lose the tension. So to keep the tension, keep a slight bend in your elbows at the bottom of the movement as well. Yeah, that's it, guys. It's very simple. Moving on to the arms. Our first exercise for the arms is the tricep extensions. So for this exercise, the door anchor is still attached at the top of the door. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna lean forward slightly, keeping your elbows stuck to your sides. Next, you're gonna extend your arms down and up. So when you go down, you're supposed to squeeze your triceps at the bottom, and when you come up, you should feel a stretch on your triceps. So basically for this movement, you're pretending like you're tearing a piece of cloth from the midline of your body to the sides of your hips. So when you go up, you should feel a stretch, and when you come back down, you are squeezing your triceps. That's really how you do your tricep extension using a resistance band. Yep. Our second exercise for the arms is the tricep push-ups. So for the tricep push-ups, you want to place your hands directly under your chest. Next, you want to lock your elbows to your sides. Also, remember to shift your body weight to the front. This way you increase the resistance. Then, on your way down, you're going to bend your elbows to about a 45-degree angle. And on your way up, you should go until elbow lockout. So also remember, throughout this movement, you want to keep an erect body and a fixed body. This way you stabilize the movement. It's that easy, guys. Easy money. Our third exercise for the arms is the bicep curls. So for the bicep curls, you're gonna stand on a resistance band with a narrow stance. Also remember to keep your body in an upright position, and also tuck your elbows to the sides. Then you're gonna curl the band to about 150-degree angle, and then you're gonna lower your arms until they're almost straight. It's really simple as that. Don't forget to do your hammer curls alongside your bicep curls, because the bicep curls will work on the peak of your biceps and the hammer curls will work on the width of your biceps. Moving on to the back. Our first exercise for the back is the standing rows. So for the standing rows, you want to attach the door anchor on top of the door. You're going to grab the resistance band by the handles and take 2 steps to the back. Then you're going to slightly lean back. You're going to pull the resistance band to the back, extending your elbows to the back. And as you do this, make sure you're squeezing your back. Then you're going to go back to the front until your hands are straight. You should feel the stretch in this phase of the exercise. Our second exercise for the back is the pullover rows. So for the pullover rows, the door anchor remains on top of the door. Next, you're going to take 1 step away from the door. You're going to hinge at your hips, keep a slight bend in your knees and a narrow stance. Then you're going to pull the resistance band towards your waist while keeping your elbows close to your body. When you get close to your waist, return to the starting position with the straight hands over your head. As you bring your hands towards your waist, come up a little bit, and when you go back to the starting position, lower a little bit. third exercise for the back is face pulls. So for face pulls, you want to take one big step away from the door and you want to maintain a narrow stance. Next, you're going to lean back slightly. Also, you want to create flared elbows. And then you're going to drive your elbows to the back. And when you drive your elbows to the back, you're going to squeeze your upper back during the concentric. And as you go back to the starting position, straighten your hands to get the stretch. It's that simple. Moving on to the legs. So for the legs, we're gonna start with squats. You wanna stand on a resistance band with the shoulder width apart stance, and you wanna keep your core tight and also remember to keep a neutral spine. You're gonna bring the resistance band handles aligned with your ears, so to your ear levels, and your palms are facing your ears. Pretend like you're sitting in a chair, and you're gonna go down until your hamstrings are parallel with your knees or just a little bit under parallel with your knees. And also make sure you're flexing your legs through all the movement. So you're flexing your legs as you go down and you're flexing your legs as you come up as well. It's that simple, guys. Our second exercise for the legs is the RDLs. So for the RDLs, we're gonna start with the shoulder width apart stance on the resistance bands. Next, we're gonna wrap the ends of our resistance bands to our palms and make fists. To start the movement, you're gonna start by hinging at your hips, pushing your butt to the back. When you get to your knees, I want you to bend them slightly and continue traveling down. And when you get close to the floor, what you're gonna do, you're gonna push the floor away from you using your legs, which will bring you up. And then as you're doing so, remember to squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings together. Our third exercise for the legs is the hamstring curls. So for the hamstring curls, you're gonna attach the door anchor at the bottom of the door. Next, you're gonna attach the ankle strap to the resistance band. And lastly, you're gonna attach the ankle strap to your ankle. Now, to start the movement, I want you to get into a crawling position and move a little bit away from the door. Keep one knee on the floor and raise the other one. And then you're gonna crawl the weight towards your butt. And you're gonna crawl the weight to your butt and go back straight. Crawl it and go back, just like that. Fourth exercise for the legs is the hip abductions. So for the hip abductions, you want to take one step away from the door and turn to the side. Next, you're going to lean on the wall with one hand and put the other hand on your lateral waist. Then you're going to extend your leg to your side and up. So when you're extending your leg to the side and up, you should feel a contraction in your hips, and then you're going to come back down slowly, feeling the stretch in your hips as well. Fifth exercise for the legs is the glute kickbacks. So for the glute kickbacks, you want to take one step away from the door and also make sure you're facing the door. Next, you're going to hinge at your hips and reach for the door frame. So you're going to be holding the door frame with both of your hands. Next, you're going to start kicking the resistance band to the back. And when you're kicking to the back, make sure you're squeezing your glute at the top. And then when you come back down, you're getting the stretch. That's really how the glute kickback works on the resistance band. Our last exercise for the legs is the standing calf raises. So for the standing calf raises, you're gonna find something like a platform, or you can create a platform. Next, you're gonna find something to hold on to, like a pole or a wall. Lastly, you're gonna stand on the balls of your feet and you're gonna lift yourself up. So when you lift yourself up, you should squeeze your calves, and when you come back down, you should get a stretch on your calves. That's really how you do your standing calf raises. Yeah guys, that's the resistance band workout routine that you can follow from anywhere. If you're at home, you're on vacation, anywhere. So if you learned something from this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and share so that this video can reach more people. Peace.